Billy Carston here, aka Forbidden Knowledge. So, we're going to have a great talk tonight. All right. It's going to be a phenomenal talk, and I'm looking forward to this entire evening of information that's going to alter your future reality. So, if you've been looking for a sign, this is it. You're in the right place at the right time. A lot of people talk about wanting to be different in 2026. Every year we get the renewal of the year. If you really want to be different in 2026, if you want 2026 to be your massive year of change, you're going to have to learn some things about yourself. They don't want you thinking clearly. They don't want you to be emotionally stable. And they definitely don't want you to be aligned. They don't want you walking into 2026 being your most powerful version of yourself. That's something that they don't want. And if you can realize this and bring awareness to this, because the moment that you become intentionally powerful, the moment that your mind and your energy and your decisions fall into complete coherence, that's when you become uncontrollable. And this is what we're going to be moving into tonight. How do you become uncontrollable in a good way? We're going to talk about this tonight and a lot more. So make sure you click the like button. Let me check out the live chat. I see the live chat's filling up. All right, great. Everyone's here. Make sure y'all please click that like button and make sure you share the video. Okay. Very important to click the like button, share the video. Let's get the algorithm going. Let everyone know that we're live right now. We're live. We're live across multiple platforms and we're streaming all over the place. If you're on IG and I talk about something later on in this talk, there's a link in my bio. If you're on X, the link is in my bio for anything that I speak about today. If you're in anywhere else that has a live chat, I'll be dropping something in the chat. I have a special thing for you later on. So hang tight till the end of this podcast, okay? And I'm right now commanding that everyone is going to have a great week. Everyone's having a great week. And the fact that you're here right now, able to listen to my voice, means you are having an absolute fantastic week, all right? So we know that they don't want you to become uncontrollable. They don't want you walking into 2026 fully awake, aware, and aligned. They want you to stop chasing. You need to stop panicking, stop reaching. All these things are going to keep you getting ready for what's next. It's time to start creating. This upcoming year is the year of creation. We are full swing into the age of Aquarius now, full swing. And the financial matrix is designed to keep you out of your power. But bringing your awareness to this and understanding that the way that you're going to manifest abundance is from your imagination. Because a person who can control their inner world is going to become unstoppable in their outer world. Your imagination is in here. That's what they've locked away and threw away the key since you were a little tiny kid. Since you were a child. All right. When you're in the gestation process, you're inside the womb. Your mother is eating foods. Your mother is engaging in conversations. Your mother could be stressed. There could be situations where she could be extremely happy and pleased. There could be situations where there is calamity going around on the outside, and you're in the womb. You are already experiencing all of those frequencies and vibrations as an embryo. So the programming starts from the embryonic stage, and so does your imagination. Matter of fact, when you're in the womb, all you have in the womb is your imagination. That's all you have. It's just you, yourself, and you, and the vibrations coming from the outside and the interconnectedness you have with your mother through the umbilical cord. But at the end of the day, all you have is your imagination. If you've ever gone into a sleep deprivation or a sound deprivation chamber, like a float tank or something like that, and they give you the light deprivation, sound deprivation, and then you're floating in this salt water that's so much salt, you just float right on top and you kind of sink and lock into place. and all of a sudden you feel like you're not even on earth anymore. It's just you and your imagination. Now, as you're going through that gestation period, your imagination is growing and developing. When you come out of the womb, you still have it. That's why babies are laughing and looking and seeing things that we can't see or laugh at. We don't understand what they're looking at. Their imagination is still running. As they're growing and developing, they are still accessing that. But slowly but surely, parents start stealing the imagination. Shut up, sit down, don't move, pay attention. By the time they get to grade school, the teachers are stealing their imagination. Shut up, sit down, don't move, stop fidgeting. All of a sudden, little by little, the imagination, which was all the way up here, starts to just dwindle away little by little. But it's still in there. We still have it. But that imagination has been suppressed. And now that it's been suppressed, we grow up our entire lives with that suppressed imagination, which is actually one of our greatest benefits. One of the most amazing things that we can utilize and tap into to get ourselves to the next level financially, spiritually, abundantly, and everything else. But it's the imagination that has been suppressed, that has been holding us back. It has kept us locked in this financial matrix because we believe, we meaning most people are believing, that in order to make money, you have to go get a job and punch a clock and do this menial task for 8 to 10 hours and then go home and then do it all again. The secret to really manifesting abundance is learning how to live within your passion. And when you can live within your passion and you exchange that passion energetically in the world, then money is a side effect. It's a whole different way of looking at generating wealth. It's a different way of looking at navigating this financial matrix. They want to keep you mentally enslaved by continuing to suppress your ability to live within your imagination. So tonight, we're going to break open the codes that they hope you never discovered. Just like my brand new book, Manifestation Codes, bestseller on Amazon in only 4 days. This information primarily is coming directly out of the Manifestation Codes book. Okay, so make sure you pick it up on Amazon. So let's understand first, the world is running on mental noise, that same mental noise that was disrupting you and robbing you and stealing your identity from the time you were young. The system, it overloads you with chaos, urgency, and tons of overstimulation, right? Swipe, 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 swipe. And the next thing you know, 2 hours go by and you go, oh man, I didn't get that project done. I didn't work on this thing. I forgot to meditate. I didn't research this topic. Hell, some people, I forgot to pick up the kids. Nothing but overstimulation. Because a distressed mind cannot manifest, and they know this. They understand that when your mind is running in a chaotic state, it's in a state of complete entropy, where things move from an order state to a complete disorder state of chaos. That's exactly where they want you. Because now you can just be a good worker bee, and you're so distracted with all the chaos in your life, you'll never be able to complain or stand up to them. You'll just acquiesce and allow them to keep the boot on your neck. And that's what they want. Collectively, they want to keep their boot on all of our necks. And they've been very successful in doing that because why? We hadn't brought awareness to who we truly are. We hadn't brought awareness to the power that we're walking in. Because a distracted mind can't manifest. A scattered mind cannot create wealth or escape the financial matrix. A scattered mind doesn't even understand what abundance actually is. A calm mind, a focused mind, that's where you want to be, right? That's a threat to the entire structure. When you can actually sit back and meditate and look for a solution to the problems. when you shift from victimhood into solutions provider. That's what they don't want to happen. Because once you do that, it's a threat to everything that they've built. Imagine if 8 billion people woke up tomorrow and remembered that they have an imagination, they have passions, they have dreams, they have visions. Imagine if they all woke up tomorrow and realized that the true power is all inside of them. Imagine if they woke up tomorrow fully empowered and strong enough to stand up to the powers that be and say, no more. Imagine if they woke up tomorrow and everyone woke up tomorrow and said, we're going to start thinking, behaving, and operating in a totally different way. We're going to shift our frequency and our vibration into a different direction. We're going to move from competition into collaboration. We're going to move from victimhood into organization. We're going to get out of the scarcity mindset because there's an exceedingly abundancy around this entire planet, hell, throughout the entire universe. Abundance is unlimited. You can't even tap it all. They convinced us meaning the civilization on this planet, that we need to pay to live on top of this dirt. They convinced us that we have to pay to drink water that falls from the sky and is in the oceans. 2/3 of the planet is ocean. They convinced us that we have to pay for everything that we need to operate and maneuver through this world when all the resources already exist here. But that system that they put in place is designed to entrap us and to enslave us. It's time to break free from that. They put us into a scarcity mindset. You were taught from childhood to earn, grind, struggle, and compete. You were never taught to receive, align, and not to create from the inside out. You were never taught that your gifts are what can really catapult you in this world. That the things that you gravitate towards, that you're passionate about, if you can find a need for those passions in the world, you can exchange your energy with those companies or those people, doing something that you're great at, that you feel good doing, and that can generate into revenue to support that particular passion. We're taught that this template exists, and when you grow up, you follow this template. Go to school, get good grades, get into a college, get a degree, and when you get out of there, go find a company, work at that company stamping license plates for 60 years until you can't walk anymore, you can't see anymore, and then they give you a watch, and then they give you a check for like $1,000 a month. And how dare you get another job to work to make extra money? Because if you make too much extra money, they take away the $1,000 anyway. And the $1,000 came from a pyramid scheme that they put together. The money doesn't even exist there. That's what we've been taught our whole life. Scarcity has been programmed into you. We've been told and programmed that there's lack, that there's not enough. We've been told so many crazy things. We've been told about diamonds. Diamonds are scarce. So that's why they cost so much money. There's no lack of diamonds on planet Earth. Earth produces diamonds and gems on a consistent basis because Earth is actually alive. We've been told that there's peak oil so many times. I heard about peak oil when I was in elementary school. We're running out of oil. The prices have to go up, supply and demand. Those are futures brokers generating fear and scarcity mindset to drive the prices up. There's never been peak oil, and there will never be peak oil. Why? Because oil is the ambiotic fluid, the blood of the earth itself. That's why you can dig a well, it dries out, you come back in 30 years, it got more oil in it. Where'd it come from? More dead dinosaurs? They want you to believe that dinosaurs and old foliage created all this oil. No, I'm sorry, that's a lie. There's no such thing as a fossil fuel that was fabricated by the Rothschilds. Oil is the ambiotic blood, the soil, the black gold of the planet itself. It runs through the earth's veins. It's producing it. Just like if you get cut and you bleed out and you were able to stop the bleeding and heal the wound, your body will produce more blood. to get yourself back up to the right amount of pints of blood. The earth does the same exact thing. But they keep you thinking all these things are running out. They keep you thinking that all this stuff is so scarce. We don't have enough. So the price has to go up because it's running low now. We can't get this pipeline running through this country illegally. We can't depose the leader until another few years. So we'll just right now we're going to make it that, okay, since we can't run that pipeline for an extra $8 trillion a year, we'll tell them we had to get it from this country and they charged us more and we'll jack the prices up again. It's all a scam. So because of that, we believe that there's lack of resources on this planet. We really truly believe there's a lack of water. They got us thinking water's running out now. How in the hell is water running out when we live on a planet made of water? We shouldn't even have to buy water. Water should be free. The only fee we should pay is for a small amount to handle the cost of running a distillation plants where we can take the salt water, distill it, and turn it into fresh drinking water like the Navy vessels do in the ocean. You think they're going and sailing away with bottles of water? They're taking the water from the ocean, they desalinate it, and then they drink it. And they take a shower in it. They're not buying water. They got the ocean. We have a whole ocean here. But now they have us thinking water is actually running out. And that's why water prices have shot up. Water is like one of the number one businesses to get into right now because, they pretty much put a good lock on water. Now, so if you're going to get water, make sure you get the right one. That's the best you can do. Get the right type of water, right? There are good waters out there, but man, they really got us believing that it's running out. And then we have the scarcity of food and resources. All these things are nothing but scams. The price of eggs has gone up. All these things, listen, they're going up because they want them to go up. They create the situation for them to go up. What they understand is that your attention is real currency. So they draw your attention away to the things that they want you to be afraid of. And once they get you in that fear mode, once they get you twisted into fear, they can manipulate you and bend you into believing anything they want. Because now you're in fight or flight. The blood has left your frontal cortex. Your neocortex is dry. All the blood's gone to your back of your brain. And you don't even know how to make a bow tie. You can't even tie your shoe by the time they get done with you. So where your focus goes is where your reality begins to form. This is basic quantum physics. It's not poetry. It's not magic or woo-woo. Every notification, every argument, every dopamine hit is designed to siphon your power. When you take back your attention, you begin to take back your life. Right now, our attention is all over the place. We can't even focus on one thing to get one task accomplished. I used to have this huge checklist every day with all these things, 30 things on it a day. And I would feel so bad about myself that I didn't get to do the entire checklist in a day, not realizing that that was just way too much, even for me. So I cut it down to 10. I saw that 10 was still too much. So I cut it down to 8. So now I have 8 things on that list. And from time to time, I reach the entire 8. From time to time, I fall down to about maybe 5. But we have the checklist of things that are going on around us when we even try to organize. It's just so exceedingly great. It's hard to focus and hone in on just one specific thing. That's exactly where they want us. Because they want you to leak energy. When you are leaking energy, you're not focused. When you're leaking energy, you can't accomplish much. You can be, into many different things. You can be a jack of all trades and a master of absolutely none. And that's what we've got walking around out here. Jacks of all trades, but masters of nothing. And when I look at some of the people that come on to be mentees and I read some of their intakes, I begin to recognize right away that they just got too much on their plate. They're trying to juggle too many things when they really need to hyper focus on usually just one thing and then leverage that one thing to the other opportunities and grow them that way. But we have to get hyper focused. It's the only way to overcome what they've done to us. Money is going to follow a regulated nervous system. It's going to be attracted towards a regulated nervous system. When you're not regulated, when you're helter-skelter, money will elude you. Abundance will elude you. Money flows towards clarity. Money flows towards coherence. Every time you spiral into stress, drama, or emotional chaos, you disconnect from that frequency that wealth actually responds to, because wealth is a frequency. It literally is a frequency. Abundance is a frequency. You may call it wealth, you may call it abundance, whatever you want. It's a frequency that you need to understand how to get into to be in the right state of mind, to be vibrating right, to be able to see opportunities as they arrive, to be able to execute on missions and goals, to be able to maneuver through the financial matrix, to be able to achieve a certain amount of tasks per day that move you 1 inch at a time in the right direction. That's the key, right? That's the key. And when you do that, you're going to begin to see that everything is going to change. Okay? They want you to spiral into stress, drama, emotional chaos. They want you to disconnect from the frequency that wealth and abundance respond to. And this is why the attacks happen all the time. People are always telling me, like, why are they doing this? Like, why? Why is there so much craziness going on? Why are the prices so crazy? Why this? Why are they? It's because of what I'm telling you tonight. They understand that the emotional chaos will disconnect you from the frequency that will allow you to rise up and become the most powerful version of yourself and tap into the abundance, which is your actual birthright. That's why. Because if we had 8 billion people moving and feeling and energetic like that in the right frequency, what the hell do we need them for? We don't need them. Truth be told, we don't need a Congress. We don't need a Senate. We don't even need a damn president. We don't need it. We really don't. They got us convinced that we need them. And the crazy part is they are servants. They are servants. We have the insane running the insane asylum. They're supposed to be serving us, and we done flip the script and allow them to tell us what to do like we're serving them. They done flipped the script and turned us into the servants, and they're the bosses. They are servants, nothing more. Nothing more. Stop praising these people. Stop glorifying these people. They are NPC servants. Put them in their place where they belong. No, what we do? We praise them. Oh, that's the saviors. They're coming to save us. What? Read the job description. They're servants. They're public servants, man. That's it. Stop putting these people on pedestals and hoping that they're going to grant all your wishes like an Aladdin coming out of a vase. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And if you don't believe me, let's take a ride to my hood where I grew up. I got there in 1977. Okay? I got there in 1977, and now it's 2025, soon to be 2026. And guess what? It's worse over there than when I was there. And it was already bad. People were getting killed in the streets. Now they got a 12-foot barbed wire fence around my elementary school. Right now, today, 2025. They had to stop the kids from getting stolen and abducted into trafficking rings and everything else, and selling the kids and getting the kids to sell drugs. It's still happening right now. We had all these presidents, we had all these senators, we had all these congressmen, we had all these governors, we had all these mayors, and yet the hood around the world is still the same. What does that tell you? It tells you that those people don't give a damn about you, and they never will. It's a giant theater, and they're acting. and you need to grab a bag of popcorn and watch the show. If you want to change your community, if you want to change your environment, then you need to tap in to the power that's already inside of you. You need to tap in and begin to organize and collaborate with your neighbors and build your own community programs, clean up your own damn cities, put together your own damn funds and run programs. Stop waiting on people on the outside to come and save you. There is no savior coming to save you. And when you realize that, your whole life is going to change. You got to realize, man, we are walking portals. Each and every one of us is a walking portal. Your nervous system is the antenna that tunes into the opportunities. And when it's overloaded, you miss the signal. When it's aligned, the right ideas, the right people, and the right synchronicities, they walk through the portal like magic. They step right into your life because the portal was open. The portal to high frequency and high vibration. But that portal works both ways. Right now, most people's portal is tuned to darkness. So they have a problem for every damn solution and they can't figure anything out. Why? Well, they're tuned into the wrong frequency and the body's a portal either way, low or high. You have to choose. Which one do you want to be? And a lot of that has to do with your environment. Your environment is going to shape your identity. You can sit in low frequency rooms and you will be vibrating or acquiescing down to the average frequency of the people in that room. This is well known. This is a well-known study. You can't expect high frequency results in a low frequency place. If you're consistently around people that are gossiping, talking crap, arguing, fussing, fighting, ridiculous low frequency conversations that go nowhere, that have no depth or no meaning, that are joking too much all the time. It's good to have fun and it's good to have some mindless conversations from time to time. But when it becomes overseedingly abundant and that's all you're around 24/7, nobody's feeding each other back and forth anything worth raising one another up, you're going to vibrate at that frequency. That'll become your dominant frequency. And when that becomes your dominant frequency, that becomes your dominant manifestation. Everything within that frequency and vibration is what you're going to manifest. Your circle will either activate your potential or they will reinforce your limitations. Make sure you choose wisely because your circle is the one that you have to take a look at. The top 5 people that you're around are going to be your average income, your average conversation, your average frequency and vibration. That's the 3 in the 369. You thought the 369 only worked for positivity? No, it also works for negativity. Yin and yang permeate the universe. If you want to shift and change, you got to find a new starting 5. That's what they do in the pros. I mean, this team didn't win a championship again. It's got to be the team members. We don't have the right starting 5. We're going to have to start making some trades. But we got to reorganize this thing till we find the right starting 5, or we're never going to get a championship. For a team, a championship is abundance. Look at the people around you. What are they into? Are you always the smartest person in the room? Not good. If you are always the smartest person in the room, always, it's probably time to upgrade. You got to find people that have great conversation and fields of interest that you don't know that much about or you'd like to learn more about, so you guys can have a two-way conversation and they can feed you and you can feed them. If you're around people that are just dogging people out, talking crap about people, slurring people and everything else nonstop. And then you're wondering, how come I didn't reach my goals, and how come my destiny seems like it's dark and I can't make it out of this situation and everything's falling apart all around me, and this is what the man did to me, and this is how come, and I can't find a job. And victimhood, straight victimhood. That's all it is. A victim mindset, blaming everyone but yourself. Like I say, when you look at those rockets, and a rocket usually has boosters on the side, right? You look at the SpaceX rockets, it has 2 boosters. The SpaceX rocket takes off. When it gets to a point in the sky, as it turns angle to go out, it gets to a place called max Q. When it reaches max Q, that's the highest point the rocket can go before breaking the speed of sound by 33 times, so it can get in orbit. Those thrusters, those boosters, they fall away. They can't go as high as the rocket's going to go. The rocket's going to go find an altitude higher than where those boosters can actually go. Sometimes your friends that are around you, or family members that are around you, they're just boosters. Like Sandra Phillips says in the live chat, everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody's not destined to go where you're going. You got to shake them off. The biggest reason why people like athletes and music artists, they get in big trouble and they fall back into extreme poverty and drug use, because they try to take everybody with them. They have an entourage. They've got an entourage, 10, 15, 20 people that you got to go with them everywhere they go. And they got to get a little money too. And they get paid, and they get to hang out, and they get all the VIP rooms and all the sparkling bottles and all the strippers and everything else. Everywhere they go, they got to be there. All the hotel rooms and the private jets, they're on everything with them. These people have no damn business being there. They didn't earn the right to be there. They need to be right back wherever the hell they were, trying to get their own act together. Not being an entourage for someone who's already put in the hard work and the effort to do something to change their life. But the person who can't see it will try to drag all these booster rockets with them. And you got too many boosters, it's just too much weight. Everyone falls back to the ground eventually. We see it happen every single day. So we know that the environment is going to shape your reality. And manifestation is identity, not wishes. Wealth doesn't come from wishing. Wealth doesn't come from hoping. It doesn't come from imagining. It comes from becoming. There's no such thing as, I went to this job 8 hours a day and I punched this clock, and I went home and I washed the dishes, ate a little meal, washed the dishes, laid down and got up and did it all over again. That's not becoming anything but a good employee. And there's nothing wrong with being a good employee, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to manifest abundance to a higher level and build a legacy and leave something behind for your family, you have to shift the vibration. You have to shift the frequency, but you have to be willing to do that. And you can't say, it might be too late for me. It's never too late. It's never too late to begin. It's about daily habits. It's about learning emotional regulation. It's about self-trust. It's about aligned actions. That is the frequency where all the opportunities begin to actually chase you and not you chasing them, because you've shifted. It's like walking into a dark room, and then right now, most people are just stumbling around in a room that's dark. They can't see anything. But it's like somebody comes in behind them and says, hey, here's a light switch. Click, turn the light on. That person walks through the room without stumbling into anything, because they can see now. They can see. And once you stabilize that identity, you don't manifest money. You manifest the version of you who creates it. It's not about the money. It's about finding yourself. It's about finding out everything about yourself. And when you do that, everything begins to shift. Everything begins to change. Okay? That's where it's about. And some of these fundamental principles that I'm talking about right now, if you're able to grasp any of this, I'm telling you right now, you're already probably 90% ahead of most people on planet Earth because they've never heard anything like this. They've never sat back and taken a deep breath and thought about some of the things that I talked about tonight. And sometimes we figure some of these things out on our own, but we didn't get confirmation. You might have gotten confirmation tonight that you were on the right path. And now, since you heard the way that I positioned it and how I spoke it, you should be able to listen to this a few more times and go repeat this to someone else, someone in your bloodline, someone in your legacy. It's time to get the children on the right path. It is time to teach them these fundamentals of life from the time that they're little tiny toddlers. Bring them up in the way that they should go. So when they become a man or a woman, they return to that. That's what it's all about. Okay? So I do have a very important program that I want to show y'all real briefly and talk about tonight. If you truly want to make 2026 your year of massive change, and I mean massive, I want you to seriously consider joining the 4BK Wealth Ascension Blueprint starting in January. Okay? The 4BK Wealth Ascension Blueprint is a 12-week journey with me. You're going to be working directly with me. I'm going to help you rewire your mind, activate your wealth frequency, and manifest the abundant reality that you were born to experience. It's your birthright. It's your absolute birthright. And I've done this before with many people over the years, and this program is proven and actually works. So I'm looking for 20 serious people who are ready to take their mindset, their wealth, and their life to the next level to make 2026 the most prosperous year yet. And inside the 4BK Ascension Blueprint, I will work closely with you to reprogram your mind, activate your wealth frequency, and build a different financial reality, something that you probably had never even thought could possibly exist because you didn't have the blueprint that I'm going to give you. This is a premium mentorship. It's not free. It's not free therapy. You're not going to get in there and just hang out and talk to me for 5 hours, asking me about aliens. This is a different frequency, not that frequency. Nothing wrong with asking me about aliens, but this is a totally different frequency. This is a serious frequency. It's a serious frequency about building legacy and finding out who you truly are and building yourself up. You have to be committed to doing the inner work and the outer work. You have to be committed to showing up on time because my time is valuable. I run 8 companies. I don't have time to be wasting. So my time is valuable. You have to be committed to showing up on time in a focused space for your call. And you understand the value of investing in yourself. That's the most important part. There's no free ride in this world. We live in a world where everything has to consume something to accelerate or to live. Well, how about investing into yourself so you can grow? And if you meet these criteria, then you're ready to move. And if you're ready to move now, you can apply for a call with my coaching team, and we'll see if it's a right fit for you. And if you book a call, you must commit to showing up. Again, please don't waste our time. This is for serious people only. I only work with serious people. This is one of the most important things. You got to be serious and ready to go. And we dedicate the time, the energy, and the resources from our team to support you. So we'd love to see you join the Forbidden Knowledge Academy. The link has been dropped in the live chat several times. The link is also in the caption of this video. The link is also in my bio, depending on what platform you're on, X or Instagram. Click that link, schedule a time frame now, and I'll see you in the 4BK Blueprint Ascension program. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I love all of y'all. I'll drop the link one last time. And looking forward to talking to you again very soon. I'll be back. Peace.